Hey everyone, I'm Jenny Knight.
And I'm Cassie Zamora.
And you're watching
Talk of the Town.
Thanks for joining us again for Talk of the Town, your on-campus source for entertainment news.
First up, we have Talmadge, who's going to let you know about some events going around campus.
And then Kiera is back in the kitchen with some Thanksgiving recipes.
And then Caitlin has music news around Columbia.
And then Quinn's going to take a look at the homecoming parade on Green Street.
To start things off, I have a very special program to tell you about, Cocky's Reading Express. This is a great way for you to help future leaders of tomorrow. Cocky's Reading Express is a program competing in the Pepsi Refresh Project Challenge, and the winner is up for $50,000 of grant money, and voting is already underway. And to win that money, they need your votes now. These volunteers goes to underserved elementary schools in 3 counties across South Carolina. Students go into the classroom and read aloud to students and have them sign an important pledge that says that they will sit down with their families and read aloud each night. You can visit the website below and help Cocky's Reading Express win this money. Now to your on-campus events. Acoustic Cafe, as usual, will be held in the Russell House Bookstore Cafe at 9:30 p.m. November 16th. So come out and help support USC's talent. The following night, on November 17th, is Spoken Word Night at 8 p.m. in the Russell House Theater and will be hosted by Illiteracy. There is a special event that happens in Columbia each month that I want to tell you about. It's called First Thursday on Main Street. It is held at the TAPS building on 1644 Main Street. I recently had a chance to attend and talk to some of the extremely talented artists and students who come out and support the arts. Take a look. Looking for a place to see original and interesting art? Look no further than First Thursday on Main Street at TAPS. Here there's pottery, photography, and jewelry made from the most surprising things. This is where art and culture collide. Organizer Brenda Schwartz Miller says, events like these help local artists thrive.
There are a wealth of talented people right here in Columbia, and that if you give them a venue, they will produce, and they will come out and they'll share it with you.
Some artists, like USC alum Tam Hicks, believe Columbia still has a lot of work to do before art can take center stage.
I hope that they realize that the city of Columbia needs to have a city art center. Most metropolitan areas have a community art center that is centrally located so that all the local artists in the area can come together and show their work.
Miller is eager to have many more artists come and display their talents. The next First Thursday at TAPS is scheduled for December 2nd, 2010.
Welcome to another segment of Gamecocks in the Kitchen. I'm your host, Kiara Massenberg, and today I have my BFF, Zach, with me, and we are going to be showing you all how to cook the perfect Thanksgiving meal for a college student. So what are we making today, Zach?
Today we're going to be making actually a chicken and dressing main dish with pan-seared broccoli.
That sounds yummy.
Okay, well we're actually going to start off with the stuffing that goes in. That takes not too long to cook, but we got to get the water boiling. And then what we're going to do is you're going to take, pretty simple here, for stovetop dressing, you're going to take 2 cups of water.
Okay.
We're just going to add that in.
Perfect. I love stuffing.
Oh, I know, stuffing is just fantastic.
There's no Thanksgiving without
You could
stuffing.
eat like a box of it. And then we're also going to put in 5 tablespoons of butter.
Okay, that's a lot of butter.
It's a lot of butter. As Julia Childs always says, more butter.
Yeah,
Just keep using butter.
I love it.
2 things she always used was butter and wine. Good combinations. And we're going to bring this back over here.
Okay, so you don't put the stuffing in yet?
No, not yet. You got to get the water and the butter melted and the water boiled.
Okay.
and then we'll put the stuffing in from there.
Okay, so while we're waiting on the water to boil and the butter to melt, what can you get started on?
We can go ahead and get started on the chicken.
Okay. Do you want me to do this part?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to go ahead and skin some of this chicken right here for me.
Okay, and I have washed my hands beforehand.
Yeah, I don't want to get any chicken diseases. The whole reason that this recipe uses chicken instead of turkey, my mom found it's just a little bit easier. You know, you really can't cook a giant turkey in the dorm. Then with this, we are going to take our little chicken thighs.
Okay, just skin this.
And we are going to throw them right over here in our pan. We're using a 13 by 9 pan. It's pretty standard. Most kitchens I know have them.
Okay, so we don't have to like dice these or anything?
No, just throw them in like this. We're going to take a little bit of Morton's seasoning. Salt and pepper works well, but Morton's has a little bit better taste overall, I think.
Oops.
And then we're going to also use this spice right here. This is some of my mom's rotisserie chicken spice. You can only find it here in my apartment. But you can also just use any normal rotisserie spice you find.
Okay, so a special little spice for mom.
Yeah. And we're going to
love it.
Kind of go in there. All right, we are boiling back here.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now.
Kind of abandon our chicken for just a
Yeah,
minute.
we're going to let the chicken sit right there.
Tell everybody what kind of stuffing you're using today.
Well, today we're using the industry standard, industry leading 5-star stovetop recipe because everybody loves stovetop. So now we're looking good. So if you don't mind, you want to grab the top for me right over there?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we're going to pour the breadcrumbs in right here. It's all going right down. Okay.
Okay.
And we're just going to kind of stir around.
Oh my god, it smells good already.
A little bit, it really does.
It smells like Thanksgiving.
Okay, and then we're going to pop that lid right on there.
Okay.
Alright, and we can set that to the side for about
And we
5
don't have to
minutes.
put it back on the stove?
Nope, it's
this
done.
Is awesome.
It's done.
Later on in the episode, we will show you guys how to finish up the chicken and stuffing and also how to make pan-seared broccoli.
Hey guys, we've got some really great shows coming up this week. First of all, on the 12th at New Brooklyn Tavern, we have The Private Life of David Reed. That is going to be their CD release party, and that is only going to be $7, and the doors open at 8, so be sure to be there. On the 13th, at the Art Bar, we've got Jucifer, Carolina Chupacabra, and others playing. That's going to be going on all night, and that's only a $5 cover to get in, so check them out. On the 14th, we've got Fiction 20 coming to the White Mule. And they're a band that's toured around lots of college campuses, and they have great live shows. You definitely want to see them. Don't miss it. And that's only $5 at the door, and that's going to be at 6 o'clock on the 14th. And finally, on the 19th, we've got the New Brooklyn Tavern Battle of the Bands Final. And that's definitely going to be a good show, guys. So doors open at 8 for that, and it's only $8. I hope y'all guys check out some of these shows, and thanks for tuning in.
Hi guys, it's Quinn from Talking to Town, and I'm bringing you this week's Campus Spotlight. So you guys have probably already heard that this is the homecoming week for USC. So right now we're on Green Street, and we're going to bring you the sights and sounds of the 2010 Homecoming Parade. So check it out. The Homecoming Parade for this year lasted 1 hour and began at 3 p.m. and lasted until 4. It started on the corner of Green and Gaston Street, went on Pickens and Pendleton Street, and then back to Green Street. The parade was open to any USC student organization or a Gamecock fan in general. College and alumni groups were welcome as well. There were 14 parade float and design winners consisting of different sororities and fraternities. One float design member said she was impressed with how her team did on the parade.
I thought it was really good. I wish that there were more people behind my float, but it was still really good. I think they did a good job of getting the crowd excited.
Later that afternoon, the step show took place at 8 p.m. and other homecoming events included the banner competition, canned creations, spurs and struts, a Razorback roast, and Cockfest pep rally. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the parade. Keep watching Talking to Town and have a happy homecoming week.
Coming up, we have our new segment, Fashion, Gossip, Man on the Street, and more of Gamecocks in the Kitchen.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Now we're super excited to be bringing back our fashion segment with Callie and Tori. And then following that's going to be Daniel with Gossip.
That's right. And then Brandon has a question for USC students with Man on the Street. And then Kiara is back in the kitchen for some more cooking.
We're here to tell you what's hot and what's not for fall 2010 fashion.
Okay, so what's hot this fall are jeggings. They fit like a jean, but they look like a legging. They're really comfortable. I actually am wearing them right now. You'll be seeing them everywhere, and you can find them almost everywhere. Also, the color for fall is plum, so you'll be seeing a lot of dark colored purples and a lot of plum lipstick as well. And in shoes, the kitten heel is back in style. They're pointy and they have a little heel. You'll be seeing them in stores. And also for boots, we're going to be seeing a lot of boots that come past the knee, the ones that are higher up.
And for the accessories, you're into the more larger accessories, the large rings and the big, thick leather bracelets, and more into the glitter and sequins, military and army prints. And also for the makeup tips, you want to go with the light natural look instead of the dark heavy look.
And what not to wear this fall are vests. If you have them in your closet, get rid of them because we're not wearing them this fall. Also, the plaid print is out. And in hair, long extensions are out. This fall, we're going to keep it light and crisp with like shoulder length hair.
And also your bright colored leggings are no-nos for this fall season. You want to stick with your dark colors, your blacks, browns, and even plum, since plum is the new color for the fall. And you can find these wonderful What's Hot looks here in Columbia, South Carolina in downtown and Five Points at these amazing boutiques for a really great cheap price.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel Bowen, here to fill you in on all the latest celebrity gossip. Now this week over in Hollywood, Jessica Simpson cried the night away over a pint of Ben & Cherries as Nick Lachey and Vanessa Minnillo announced that they are engaged, which is probably just a stunt for some sort of reality show, so good luck to those two. Moving on from has-beens to Disney royalty, Demi Lovato checked herself into rehab this week for personal issues. Nobody really knows what these issues are, but we know the source of the issues, her father, Patrick Lovato. He's blabbing away to the press about how his daughter suffered problems from being a kid in show business while asking us to respect her privacy at the same time. All I know about this is Michael Lohan better watch his back because Mr. Lovato is slowly becoming the craziest and therefore my favorite celebrity dad. Someone who's probably very excited about this Demi Lovato news was Miley Cyrus. The 17-year-old was caught drinking a Corona at a nightclub in Spain, where the drinking age is 18, but it's often overlooked. And nobody really cared because A, they were all talking about Demi Lovato, and B, we already know she cannot be tamed, so it was just expected at this point. Now, something I always expect when I log onto Facebook is countless free Wheezy status updates and fan pages. Now, if you also noticed a lack of these this week, it's because Lil Wayne has been freed, although he is under probation, which requires him to abstain from alcohol for 36 months. Now, for all you math challenge viewers out there, put down your calculators. That's the equivalent of 3 years with no alcohol. I don't even think Miley Cyrus can handle that, so I'm excited to see how this pans out. Now, if you are also excited to see how Lil Wayne holds up under the strict probation, be sure to turn to Talk of the Town next time for even more celebrity gossip.
What's up, USC? This is Brandon Foster with Man on the Street, and today we're going to be asking people, since Veterans Day is this week, we're asking people, do you think you have what it takes to fight for our country?
I don't know if I have specifically what it takes. I'd like to think that if necessary, I could do what I would need to do to defend our country.
I think it would have to depend on the situation. Or if our country was actively threatened by war, something similar to World War II, I think I may.
No, I wouldn't unless the circumstances made it so that I would have to go to war, such as a draft. Then I would be happy to go and fight for my country.
I do, but unfortunately I'm unable to apply because I have scoliosis. But if I was going to pick a branch, I would have to pick the Marine Corps.
No, I don't because I think I'm too selfish to and I'm too afraid to because I wouldn't be willing to do what soldiers do.
I definitely don't think so. I don't think I have the courage to do that.
I don't think so either.
Today, by our response, you hear that it's pretty difficult to go overseas and go to fight for our country. Me personally, I already have it flowing through my veins because my dad's a veteran. Happy Veterans Day, Pop, also. And this is Brandon Foster with Man on the Street, and we'll see you when we see you. Peace.
And now it's time to finish up our Thanksgiving meal.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, for our side dish, we're gonna have some pan-seared broccoli. What we are gonna do now is grab our other skillet over here. And we are just going to simply pop open this bag.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
There we go. No, we're good. We're gonna take just a little bit more butter. Or a lot of
And if you like a lot.
A lot of butter.
A lot of butter.
Never go wrong with butter, absolutely. Kind of cooking here, I like this.
And what
And
about
then
garlic? Can you put garlic in it if you like
Absolutely,
it? Or?
that's a fantastic idea. I'm gonna use the Morton's, kind of
Handy dandy seasoning.
give them a little seasoning.
Okay.
And then this is a blend of garlic powder and some other stuff, again, that my mom put together. She loves making me spicy things, so that's all good. Okay, so now we're gonna come in and check on our stuffing. Just, that smells good.
That smells really
does
good.
smell like Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, now I'm ready.
It smells like home. So you don't have to go home to have like a good Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Just gonna kind of, and then from here, we're just gonna take our stuffing and we're just gonna kind of fork it over the chicken.
Okay.
Okay, so from here we're gonna make gravy because
Okay.
no Thanksgiving is complete without stuffing and gravy.
Right.
So for gravy, what we're gonna do, very simple. We're gonna take 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Once you get your cup of sour cream and your 1 can of cream of mushroom, you literally just stir it all, mix it up together, make sure it has a very good liquid consistency.
Okay.
And then from here, we are just going to take this and pour it over our chickens and our stuffing. Set your oven to 375 degrees, and then you're going to cook the dish for anywhere from about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. That gives your chicken enough time to cook. If your chickens start at frozen, you want to probably cook them from 45 to 50 minutes. Sometime between 30 and 50 minutes, it'll come out looking like this.
This is a perfect Thanksgiving dinner that you've made for us.
Absolutely.
Thank
It's really good. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia.
Yeah. Well, or she would say, bon appetit. So,
Bon appetit.
yep.
From one Gamecock kitchen
To
to
another.
another.
Coming up, we have Top 5, Spot On, Movies, and Press Pass. Thanks for staying tuned to Talk of the Town. Up next, we have Shelby Sue with Top 5.
Hey Gamecocks, I know your morale must be way, way, way down there after Saturday's loss to Arkansas. That's why I'm way up here in this tree. Hi, I'm Shelby Sue, and I'm here to boost your morale back up. Well, I've compiled a list of the top 5 reasons why USC is still a bossy-ass school. Coming in on our countdown at number 5, USC's baseball team done be national champs. If that ain't boss status, I don't know what is. One of the oldest and most sacred traditions here at USC, Chicken Finger Wednesday. It's just so good. Number 3 on our countdown, well, we may not always win, but if tailgating was a sport, we would dominate. So, I would just like to thank all of you die-hard Carolina fans that know how to get drunk. Woo! Number 2 on our countdown. USC done be off in a course on Lady Gaga. Now, some people be hating on it, but personally, I love it. USC is cray-cray, and that is awesome. Gaga. And number 1 on our countdown of why USC is a bossy-ass school, 5 points. I mean, where else can you get dollar liquor and dollar beer any night of the week? Only in 5 points. Columbia, South Carolina, USC, suck on that, Arkansas, all right? Well, this has been fun. I will see y'all next week.
Well, I know I'm so proud to be a Gamecock. Coming up on Spot On, we have another Carolina musician.
And then Emily and Elena have the movies coming up at Russell House for the next couple weeks.
Hand to hand, spinning a web of triplets and melodies. Waltzing in circles, going and nowhere to find peace. Bring me back to the days of Mozart, simplicity still reigns.
I'm Haley Dreiss, and I'm a 4th-year music major at University of South Carolina, and I play violin. That's my main instrument, and I'm also a singer-songwriter around Columbia. And I live in Winston-Salem. I got my start around here, actually. I played in an acoustic cafe here at the Starbucks. And then I kind of made my way making an album and kind of performing all over the place, and I really enjoy it.
What have I ever told you to make you run away? Leaving me hanging here now with nothing else to say. Could it be that we weren't meant to be? Oh, could it be that we weren't meant to be? I believe in love the way it ought to be. I believe in love, but darling, not with me. I believe in love.
I started playing violin when I was 6. I played Suzuki violin on a little wooden box, and then I graduated and eventually started performing a lot and played a lot in high school at the North Carolina School of the Arts and pursued that as a study. Then I came here and experimented with writing my own music and singing songs, and I really enjoyed interacting with other people and expressing my music through lyrics. I wrote for the Daily Gamecock for a while, and I kind of found my way into writing songs.
Take it all away, bring me to my knees, and I will shine a light through all the darkened places to help me find my way.
I'll be sitting in class and I'll just come up with a phrase in my head that just really clicks to just something that happened to me recently. Or I'll be on the phone with my friend and it'll be a conversation that we've had, and I'll just literally take what that person has said to me and put a lyric into it, or I'll have a melody. So really, anything will inspire it.
Crying out for you, may your life be filled with grace, waiting out for you, and I know that you really want me to. Ooh.
Hi, my name's Emily Gazik. And I'm Elena Faria. And we're going to tell you about the movies playing at the Russell House in the next 2 weeks.
This weekend, from the 11th through the 14th, the Russell House Theater will be showing The Other Guys at 6 p.m. and Inception at 9 p.m. The Other Guys is a 2010 comedy starring Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, and it features Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Keaton, and Eva Mendes. The movie centers around Detective Alan Gamble, played by Will Ferrell, who is a forensic accountant partnered with Detective Terry Hoyts, played by Mark Wahlberg. Alan and Hoyts receive no respect from the other officers and are typically either laughed at or ignored, while Detectives Stanton and Highsmith, played by The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, are the ones constantly in the limelight, solving all the crimes and getting all the rewards. But once Stanton and Highsmith are out of the picture, an opportunity arises for Terry and Alan, the other guys, to step up. And the incompatible duo must look past their differences when they take on a very high-profile investigation and attempt to fill the shoes of the New York City officers they idolized. Following the other guys is the 2010 sci-fi film Inception, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ellen Page, and Michael Caine. It was scheduled to run at the Russell House Theater earlier this year, but was pushed back to this weekend due to its longer than expected run in theaters over the summer. Inception is about Dom Cobb, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, a thief who extracts information from the minds of his victims while they dream. With murder charges pending against Cobb, he is unable to see his children or enter the U.S. until he is approached by a client who says he will hear Cobb's name in return for inception, or the act of planting an idea into the mind of a competitor. Inception is currently the 25th highest grossing film of all time and was very highly acclaimed. You may want to get there early and grab your seats as soon as possible though, because everyone is going to want to see this movie.
The week of November 15th through 21st, the Russell House Theater will have special screenings of 5 different foreign films in honor of International Education Week. On Monday, they'll be showing a Chinese selection from USC's Confucius Institute, the 1987 Genghis Khan, at 8 p.m. On Tuesday, they will be showing the Indian hit Devdas at 8 p.m. On Thursday, they'll be showing Disgrace from South Africa at 6 p.m. On Friday, The Stoning of Soria M at 6 p.m. Then on Saturday and Sunday, they'll be showing the Oscar winner Spirited Away by legendary writer-director Hayao Miyazaki at 6 p.m. This is a great opportunity to come out and see some wonderful movies and to experience different cultures while you're at it. After the international films, the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World will show Thursday through Sunday, November 18th through 21st at 9 p.m. This indie hit came out this August and stars Michael Cera, Alison Pill, Mark Webber, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. It's a quirky comedy in which Scott Pilgrim, an awkward band member aspiring for greatness, falls for a girl with a lot of baggage. Long story short, Scott must defeat his crush Ramona Flowers' 7 evil exes in order to win her heart. It's an unusual movie, but I highly recommend it. This has been the movie segment for Talk of the Town.
Thanks for watching, and we hope you come out and see these movies.
Now we have Jenny Knight over at the Russell House Ballroom with a very special guest, Jenny Sanford.
Hey everyone, it's Jenny Knight with Press Pass. Tonight, former First Lady of South Carolina, Jenny Sanford, speaks to USC students about keeping a positive outlook in times of trouble.
USC staff and students gathered in the Russell House Ballroom for the lecture. I spoke with a couple students about Mrs. Sanford's reaction to the drama caused by her ex-husband, South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford.
I think she handled the situation really well, and she should be respected for and commended for how she handled it.
I was just very impressed throughout the whole process how discreetly she handled her husband's very public situation. She represents a type of strong woman that we all can follow and be inspired by her example.
I had a chance to sit down with the former First Lady for an exclusive interview before her speech.
So I read some of your book, and the first line really stood out to me. I see now that June 24th, 2009 was a day that changed forever the trajectory of my life, but it did not change me. And your book is entitled Staying True. So what are some ways that you've been able to stay true to yourself and to your family through difficult times?
You know, one of the most important things I believe you need to do in terms of staying true to your values is you need to know your values, first of all, and then you need to prioritize your life and your activities around those things. And you know, it's easy to go through different stages and seasons in your life. You know, I've been through the First Lady thing, I've been through the married stage, and now I'm in the divorce stage. But in all those stages, I remain true to the things that matter to me, and those are the values that I hold dear. They tend to be based on, you know, basic biblical principles, but they tend to be things that I care about.
Do you have advice for writers, aspiring writers? With your book, it's been a big success, and so.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting. My advice for writers would not be to go through the personal crisis that I went through just so you can write a book. I would maybe take a different path. But I did learn through the writing process that once you sit down and put pen to paper, if in my case I was writing about something very personal, but it was very cathartic. It helped me to get through it and to sort through my values and my, response to everything that had happened by writing. And so writing can be actually very therapeutic and helpful, not only to me, but the book itself has been helpful to others. So it's been a positive experience. I'm toying right now with whether I write something else, and I'm toying with writing something fiction. That's a different kind of a book. And again, the more I sit and think about and draw from the experiences in my life, the more you open up and get into yourself, the more I think you're able to actually sit and write.
Now, as First Lady, you're involved in politics. Do you plan to continue your involvement with that?
I hope to really take a back seat in politics. I mean, I feel like I do believe it's very important for people to be involved in politics, and I think we need good people involved now more than ever. But it's actually taken a real toll on my family, obviously, for obvious reasons. So I think I'm pretty much finished with politics. Although, if I do end up writing a novel, it would have a lot to say about politics.
Okay.
So that might be another way that I could, keep a foot in the door, I guess.
All right, this has been Jenny Knight with Press Pass. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this episode of Talk of the Town.
Be sure to stay tuned in a few weeks for our holiday season finale.
And check out all of our episodes online at our website.
From all of us here at Talk of the Town, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving.